recently moved out of my old house, and before I left, I found this letter. It was in my garage, in an empty fish tank I was planning on giving away. I don't know who wrote it, and I don't know what to do. The following is a transcription of the letter. I've decided to write this down just in case you find it. You might, and you might not. I'm satisfied either way. I really wasn't going to contact you at all. I mean, I certainly didn't plan on it, but of course, I also didn't plan on you leaving. So now that I know we don't have much time left together, I thought this might be an appropriate goodbye. I've taken good care of you. I try to stay humble, but I don't think I'm overstating it when I say I've taken excellent care of you. I was there for you every step of the way. When you were sick, when you were down, and of course all the normal days. Those were the ones that you needed me the most, I think. I didn't even hold it against you when you almost found me and called the police. I was hurt, of course, but I try to let bygones be bygones. And I suppose that was partially my fault anyway. I tried to remember to close the window every time I went in or out of the house, but I'll admit, I got sloppy from time to time. I only left it open to let in some fresh air, but I forgot to close it before you got home. It was a careless mistake, and you'll note that I never repeated it. But calling the police over it was a bit excessive, don't you think? No harm was done, of course. You never found me, but I still feel it was a breach of trust. Some good did come of it, though. I decided to avoid leaving the house as much from then on, which gave me more time with you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk about it so much. Like I said, I try to forgive and forget. So I'll just say I'm sorry I scared you and leave it at that. Did you know you had mice in your house? I doubt you did. I know how much you hate rodents, and you would have done something had you known they were there. But I got rid of them for you. You never even knew. That's the best part. I love it when I can keep the environment controlled and really see what you're like when you're alone. Did you know you left the stove on 3 separate times when you left the house? I had to turn it off for you. That's how good of a caretaker I am. And then there's the way you never thought to clean the lint trap in your dryer. I had to do that too. I swear, it's like you're trying to burn your house down. But even more than that, I enjoyed the normal day-to-day tasks. I gave you food. When something in your fridge expired, I replaced it. It's funny, the first time I did this, I thought for sure you would notice. But you didn't. I started slow, only replacing 1 or 2 things that you weren't likely to check, and then subconsciously you began to take it for granted that your food was always good. It was a gradual process, but frankly, I was surprised at how quickly you adapted. That was one of my favorite parts, watching you grow dependent on my care without ever knowing it. It was things like that that brought me the most joy. I cleaned your floors. I watered your plants. Once I even washed your dishes. You always did that in the evening, but one night you forgot, so I did it for you. You didn't notice that either. I took very good care of you. So, why didn't I show myself? Why didn't I take credit for my benevolence? Well, it wasn't because I thought you would be upset that I was living in your house. Though that did cross my mind when you called the police on me for leaving the window open. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to keep bringing it up, but it was really uncalled for. No, I didn't show myself because I wanted to observe you. I wanted to watch you in a completely detached setting. If you had known I was there, it wouldn't be the same. You and I have a very close relationship, and I didn't want to ruin it by introducing all the messiness of interaction. You have an aquarium in your living room. You take care of the fish. Well, actually, I take care of the fish. You kept forgetting to feed them. But for now, let's just pretend that you take care of the fish. And what do the fish do in return? They live. Sure, they live very different lives than they would in the wild, but they don't know that. That's what it's like for me and you. I take care of you, and I ask nothing in return. I just watch. I've learned so much about you in the time I've been caring for you. I know your most obvious traits, all the way down to the smallest details. I know how you act, how you move, how you think. I know where you would look for me in your house and where you wouldn't. It's this understanding that made me even better at taking care of you. I learned how to suggest things to you, to plant ideas in your mind with perfect subtlety. I noticed when you were lonely and decided you needed a dog. I knew you had owned a dog previously, and I knew that every year you got that plastic Christmas tree from your closet that you barely opened. So I put your old dog leash where you would see it in the closet, just to help you remember. Of course, that wasn't enough to make you get a dog, but it was an accumulation of things like that. I won't bore you with the details, but it worked, didn't it? I take care of your dog, too. I was always there to steer you in the right direction and to make you do what was best for you. I helped you decide what to wear, where to go, who your friends were, and all kinds of things. I took good care of you. But all good things must come to an end. I know you're going to be moving out soon. It's a bittersweet end to a beautiful relationship, but I know our time is up. I considered moving out with you, but to be honest, I think I've learned everything I need to about you. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I've almost become bored of you. It's alright, there are only so many things you can know about a person. So, as a goodbye, I'm going to hide this note somewhere. I know most of the places you would or wouldn't find it, but I'm going to try my hardest to find somewhere that I don't know if you'll look. Like I said, I know you, so seeing whether you find this note and seeing how you react if you do will be one last surprise. I hope you can learn how to take care of yourself without me, and thank you for all the good times we've had. With love, your caretaker.